What's happening, party people? This is Zach Cry with the Jam Space podcast, and this is Jam Space with Zach Cry. My guest today is Ryan Garney. He's from the band High Desert Queen, and he also runs Lickin' My Spoon Productions. They're heavily involved with Ripple Fest, Texas. It's going to be happening August 7th. Without much further ado, let's get into the episode.
All the second stage tanks now pressurized. 35 seconds and counting. We are still go 30 seconds and counting. Astronauts report it feels good. T-minus 25 seconds. 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Real quick before we get into the episode, I want to let you guys know that Friday, July 23rd, we are having Planet Mammoth Presents the Outer Space Showcase Volume 2 live at the Yucca Tap Room in Tempe, Arizona, featuring Lucifer, Hoven Weep, Who Do I Kill, and Stone Witch. All this put together by Chris Beck from Doom Tomb Podcast. When you get done listening to this episode, why don't you cruise over to Doom Tomb Podcast, man. Subscribe to him. Check out all his shows. He's doing great things for the scene out here.
Down in the valley where the sun don't shine. Got a palm full of things that will blow your mind.
What's up, man?
What's up, Ryan? How you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. I got you on the Jam Space podcast. Thanks for being on here.
Man, I appreciate you having me. I've listened to your show quite a few times. We've had a lot of good people, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
That's awesome, dude. That's great. A lot of people have complimented the show, man. They really seem to like it. So,
No, I dig it, man. I was never one to listen to a lot of podcasts, and then of course, probably like everybody else, when the whole world shut down, I was definitely looking for things to fill time, and I got way into them. And yours has definitely been a part of that rotation. So I'm glad you're doing a lot more right now.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, we just bought our first home, man. So we've been moving for like the past 2 months, and I'm finally finally getting everything settled in where I can do more of these podcasts. So
awesome, man. It's good news. Moving is no fun, so hopefully getting settled in is going to happen sooner rather than later.
yeah, hopefully we don't have to do this again for a while.
Yeah, exactly.
So I wanted to talk to you about your band and about Lickin' My Spoon Productions and all this stuff, man. High Desert Queen, you just released your first your first single in December last year.
We did. We recorded an album. Man, it took a long time because we actually went in to record February before the pandemic. So we went in, recorded drums in like 3 days, and then the world shut down and we couldn't get back in the studio. So it took several months for us to get back in, but we got in, finished the recording, released a single just to kind of see what would happen with it. Got some good feedback. So the music's been done for a long time, by the way. The album's been done for a while, and we were fortunate enough to have Blasco hear our song, and he reached out, and so we are going to be making the official announcements here very soon. But we're a Blasco band on Ripple Music now, and the album will be coming out finally in October.
That's fucking stellar, bro. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, man. We couldn't be more excited to be a part of that family. I mean, they just do quality after quality band. Bands I've listened to for a long time, and they just had recently signed like really close friends of ours, like Thunder Horse, who I've been playing with music and with those guys in different projects for years, and then Good Buds Holy Death Trio out of Austin. So a lot of good things coming. We're just happy to be a part of that. I mean, there's a lot of things happening in Texas right now, man. There is some really cool music coming out, and I think there's going to be a bit of a wave. And we're happy to be considered part of that right now. So it's pretty exciting, man.
That's great news. Yeah, I'm assuming you've been working around the Austin scene for several years now. I know you don't. People don't just come out of nowhere, you know. Uh,
It's kind of crazy how it works. So the band actually started out of Houston. I was playing with a couple people up there, and then I took a job, moved out here to the Austin area, and about 2 years ago, and the guitar player and I, he still lives in Houston. We just kind of did things virtually for a while, and got linked up with some really good musicians out here, man. Got very, very lucky. Phil Hook, playing drums for us right now, who I don't know if you're familiar with bands like Monte Luna. He used to play for those guys.
oh yeah, I know those guys.
And he's just an absolute beast. And we started playing with him because Rusty, my guitar player, had a lot of songs. We had a lot of songs written. We got Phil involved, and a buddy of mine who I played in projects before, Matt Metzger, who plays bass guitar, came in, and we literally wrote like 12 songs in like 5 practices, and we went to the studio. It went together really, 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 really quick, which was awesome. And because of the pandemic, we didn't get to do anything. We didn't play any shows, anything. That's why it was the weirdest thing that we actually got a record deal. We have nothing out. We have nothing. We have not done much at all. And we're very fortunate that Blasco liked it, and he heard it and he liked it. And that was good enough for us.
That's awesome, man. That's amazing news. I wasn't aware of any of this.
Yeah. And in fact, and even like we've only played probably a handful of shows as I don't know how things are going out in the Phoenix area, in the Arizona area where you're at, but like, things are opening up full here in Texas, and we finally just started playing some bigger shows that we've put on. We had played like maybe one, and then the world shut down. And then our first show, even like with the new lineup, was like in probably November of last year. Of course, it was weird. It was a seated show, like whatever the restrictions we had going, but we made do with what we could do. And yeah, it's been good, man. It's just been kind of growing from there, and we're really excited to be playing some of the shows we got coming up and things that we put together. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, man. It seems like you guys are in a great spot. I am watching. I'm watching what's happening in Austin, and I'm a little bit envious, man. But I'm also proud, you know.
Yeah, you got to get down there. You gonna be coming down for Ripple Fest or anything?
Oh yeah, I'll be there, brother.
Awesome, man.
I wouldn't miss that for the world, man. I've known John from Holy Dev Trio for a long time, man. I've seen him. We've both been kind of running around in obscurity, and now they're finally getting some traction, and I wouldn't miss that for the world, man. Are you there? Oh shit. Cool. We are back on. I'm so sorry about that, Ryan. I'm still getting settled in over here, man. Things have been a little chaos,
Hey, no problem, man. We make through. No problem. But you were telling me you were coming to Ripple Fest. You said you knew John Rosales real well.
Yeah, I've known John for quite a long time, man. So to see them finally getting some traction with this band, and making all this stuff happen, it's really cool, dude.
And they're killing it, man. They're so good live, and the record's gonna just crush. They're doing some really good things, man.
Yeah, they're doing all the right things, man. So when he told me about Ripple Fest, this was a few months ago before the word really got out, and I was like, I'll definitely be there, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm glad you make it. It's gonna be an awesome show. It's gonna be a really good time. I'm really happy that it came together the way it did.
How involved are you in the whole booking thing? Is this a Lick of My Spoon Productions?
Yep, that it is. So that's another thing that I do. So when I moved out, so it's kind of how it all came together. It's really been just a storm of things, and what's happening was never intended, but it's been a really good thing. When I moved out here, I was like, man, I got to find a way to book some shows for my band, and we're not from here. So I basically I had an idea. Well, we played a couple shows, and I know you've played in music and in bands, and played live shows, and it can get tricky sometimes. It's all about who you know sometimes, about getting gigs. And
yeah, no
I
doubt.
said, you know what? I just started my own booking moniker. I started Lick of My Spoon Productions just to book my band High Desert Queen. That's really how it started. And then ended up doing it, but I was trying to do it because nobody else was booking shows. People were very scared. I understood. We were all in lockdown. Venues weren't open. There was no live music, but I was trying to get in really early. Like, hey, whenever the doors open again, people are going to just flock to see live music. I mean, because they need it in our lives, man. And so I knew it was coming, and I wanted to try to be at the forefront of that, just because it needed to happen for people. I mean, live music is healing. It's cathartic. We need it in our lives.
Absolutely.
And I started putting some shows together with some, because like I said, there's so many good bands down here. And then the moniker just kind of, like the Lick of My Spoon name, just kind of grew a little bit. And because I had a lot of help. Like I know you know Damon Caraway, Gravitoid. Talk about a good guy right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in fact, in the old lineup, Hatters Queen, when we were a Houston band, he was the first guy that brought us into Austin. You know, so he's the whole reason why we even got our foot in the door out here. You know,
he's a great dude, man. That's awesome.
Super good guy, man. He's about one of the best human beings on the planet. And so he was a good guy to kind of like I would reach out to him, and he was like, he wasn't ready to do any shows yet. That's why I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna try and do something else. So I got Lick of My Spoon going. And then after I started putting this big festival together. We had Lone Star Unleashed Music Festival that we had. It was on June 26th, a few weeks ago now, down in Austin. And it was awesome. It was like the first music festival, you know, because we started to have live shows, and we've, you know, a couple bands a night. We had 20 bands, and it was just this massive thing. We had well over 500 to 600 people show up. It was just a huge success all around. And I got to respect all the bands that I put on, because they stayed with me for so long, because it had been booked for over a year. You know, we just kept pushing it back. But then when we got signed by Ripple, and I started working close, like talking more to John Rosales, he was like, hey, man, I've been talking to Todd Severin about doing some kind of like Ripple sponsored show down here. And I was like, no, I'd love to help out. Let me help out. And then I just kind of took it by the horns and ran with it, and started getting some of these big names out here. Because I'm telling you, people want to play. Like, these bands haven't played in so long. They were like just chomping the bit when I reached out to them to play. And so the lineup just got bigger and bigger. And then, you know, we started getting so Todd's was very happy with like the bands we had. He started helping out here, helping get this band and this band and this band. Mm-hmm. And it just kind of blew up from it is what it is now. Really, because I call it a perfect storm. You know, like, no one's really booking big festivals like that yet. I mean, you're starting to see them happen. You know, like Psycho is going to happen, which I'll be going to.
I'll be there as well.
Las Vegas.
I will also.
Cool, man.
There.
I'll be there. I'm looking at going to Planet Mammoth in February, which I know is in your backyard, man.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely be there.
Yeah, so I'll be at that one too. So I love festivals. That's what I love. And so when I tried to put this together, it was kind of one of those perfect storms of no one is really putting anything together yet. Texas was open, so people knew they could come here. Like when I got Wino, when I reached out to him and he got back to me, we're talking on the phone, and he was like, "Man, I'm all about coming to Texas. Let's do this." I was like, "All right." we got us a big name now.
I was very excited to see him on the bill, man. That's great.
Yeah. Oh man, it was great. And he was really excited about, man, I really want to come out to Texas, and he was all about it. And it worked out perfect, because now, since the time I had him booked, you know, they got the Obsessed going again, and so they're going to be touring right around those shows, which is really going to be cool. So like, they're playing the next night, Sunday night after Ripple Fest.
Are they going down to Houston?
With the Skull, yeah, I'll be in Houston. Okay. I'm playing. I got a show the next night in Houston
with Tobin.
With Tobin. Well, it's a Lick of My Spoon production, but I reached out to Tobin because he's my boy in Houston. I knew him when I was a Houston band. And Tobin's such a good guy. I was like, hey man, if I need someone to help me do a show out in Houston, like I had put it all together. I was like, hey man, I need someone to help promote. You're my guy. He was like, absolutely, because he's like me. We don't care about anything else but putting shows together that we want to go to. You know, we're not trying to make. Well, I'm not making a dime. I'm just putting shows together that like I want to go to. You know, like that's, to me, it's what it's all about. All the bands, every band I booked gets paid. We have a good party. That's what, to me, is what it's all about. You know.
That's how it is when bands come through. My hometown, Texarkana, man, we've got a nice little tight-knit community there. So when bands come through, you know, everybody comes out, they support the bands, they buy their merch and shit. So
Yeah, exactly, man.
it's the
That's
same
awesome.
kind of deal, man. We just put on the shows that we want to see, man. When I book
Yeah.
shows up there, I always make sure everybody gets paid out, and that's what it's all about. We're not doing this to get rich.
Yeah, man, I can't. I'm not doing this for a living. I'm doing this for fun, and like that's one thing I love about it. And I think I don't know if people who aren't in the scene will ever understand what a family it is. It's such a family, and like every time, like now it's like you're in Arizona, right? So like my family is now extending. You know what I mean? Like
No, absolutely.
it's
I
just
love it.
it's just how it goes, man. I absolutely love it, and it's been great. Like I said, the Houston show we're playing the next night with, I reach out to Tobin. He's like, absolutely, man, because he's like, I want to be at that show. So he's gonna, so he helped promote, and it's been a lot of fun, man. So the Lick of My Spoon name was just kind of grown. I have no intention of like really booking shows, but it's been a lot of fun. So I'm gonna keep doing. I might be a guy that just does. Hey, I'm gonna do Ripple Fest every year. I'm gonna do Lone Star Unleashed every year, and then we'll see about other than that. We'll see.
Well, even those two things every year, man, that's a good little resume.
Yeah, it's fun, man. Because I mean, I already have like Ripple Fest 2021 hasn't even happened yet, but I'm already preparing for 22, and I'm already trying to get it bigger. That's always the goal: get it bigger, get it bigger. So we'll see how it goes, man.
That's great. I love how being involved in the music scene, there's so many different aspects of it, and then people find their strengths. I mean, you might
Hmm.
love playing. You're in this because you love to play music, but then you also you start to find out you have these strengths for booking and communicating with people and putting shows together and stuff. And so I really enjoy like every aspect of the music industry, like building a scene, reaching out
Yeah,
to people.
absolutely.
Yeah, just like you said, the family just gets bigger and bigger. That's why this podcast has really been a powerful tool for me, man.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'm
because I have no freaking clue what I'm doing. Putting festivals together, man. Zero clue. But you surround yourself with good people. And my only thing is I just try to communicate with this. I'm very transparent with the band. Like, hey, I don't know what I'm doing, but this is what I want done. And it's working right now. And like I said, I've had a lot of people around me. If I need to pick a brain, Damon's been a great brain to pick, and got people like that have been really good. So it's been cool.
um let's talk about the ski ranch down there. What do you know about that spot?
Man, that place, it's a hidden gem. It's There's something brewing there. Like I see it, like it's basically smack in between Austin and San Antonio.
Hmm.
In New Braunfels, Texas. I'm not sure how familiar you are down here. New Braunfels is
Yeah,
a
I always knew the Slitter Bomb
really
was
cool
down
town.
there.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Everyone knows, the largest water park in the world in a town no one's heard of.
yeah.
But so it's a really cool spot. But I always pass it, and I literally was just I know that it is like a man-made lake that they have people like professional wakeboarders and whatnot practice there and whatnot. You can go there too, and you can go ski there. You can pay to go ski and whatnot, and that's all I thought it ever was. But man, they're doing some big things over there. I started noticing they were having shows, like these big shows, and even some rap shows. Like I went to go watch Riff Raff over there, and because I love the spectacle of Riff Raff.
No, he's cool,
And
man.
yeah, he's great. I won't say he's the best live, but I freaking love going to his shows. He's
Yeah.
awesome. But I go over there and I'm like, oh my gosh, this place is really impressive. And when I was trying to book Ripple Fest, my whole deal was I wanted water to be involved. I mean, Ripple, right? I wanted water, like something to be involved. And being in this area, I was trying to put something together where, like, I don't know if you've ever floated the river. Yeah, you can float the river in Arizona, in Phoenix. I
Oh
know that
yeah, I
there's like,
floated to
yeah,
Colorado down there in Austin. The Colorado runs
yeah,
all the way down through here, man.
yeah. It's a massive river. Right? It's crazy.
Yeah.
But so I was trying to do something like that. We'll float the river, but there's just a lot of venues that are just still not like ready for the big shows yet. At least they are now, but I can't book this show a month out. I had to book this, 6 8 months out to prepare it. And
So where the
I,
stage is gonna be and like where the music is happening, you're gonna be able. The water's right there.
Yeah, so the show has been moved indoors,
Okay.
which is phenomenal, by the way. Because
Yeah.
let's be honest, August 6th
Yeah.
or August 7th, sorry, in Texas is hot
Mm-hmm.
and it's
I'm
humid.
sweating already.
So exactly, it's hot. I mean, heat, but then you get the humid out here. It's hot.
Mm-hmm.
But so that was the only thing we were nervous about. But see, when I booked the show, because of all the COVID restrictions, we were good to go 100% outside, but we weren't sure about inside yet. But as the restrictions have loosened, we've moved it inside, and man, it's going to be awesome. But what's cool is all the outside amenities, like there's 2 beaches you can swim in. If you want to water ski, you can water ski. They have axe throwing. They've got like all kinds of they got several bars. They've got skating, 2 skating rinks there, skateboarding,
Yeah.
and bike trick ramps. All they got. It's just this massive, and they're planning to build an amphitheater out there. Like it's just going to get. It's a hidden gem, man. Someone's doing some good business there.
That's awesome,
And
man.
yeah, so what's great is the walls. So the inside stage that we have is this massive room, holds comfortably over 3,000 people. And what I liked about it as I walk in, it's basically like one massive canvas because it's all white walls, this massive room, right? We're gonna have 2 stages in there, and we hired the Mad Alchemy Liquid Light Show.
Yeah, I know those guys.
Oh man, we're so happy to have those guys because he's gonna turn that into you're gonna walk in and it's gonna. I have a feeling your jaw is gonna drop when you walk in. We want it to be the most unique looking, just incredible experience, And if
The Mad
you wanna get
Alchemy
away from-
guys are amazing, dude. I'm pretty
I
sure
know.
they did the Stoned and Dust, the Live in Mojave Desert, huh?
Yep, they did the Stone and Dusted. They did Live in Mojave Desert. They've done all those shows.
Yeah, I seen them.
they're
They came here with
phenomenal.
Earthless, and I went and
Oh,
watched
yeah.
Earthless one night, and they were there, and it was sick, dude.
Yeah, well, that's a good live show, right? So
Yeah.
Earthless alone, but then you get the Mad Alchemy in there too. It's just awesome.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, we want it to be something that's just crazy. You walk in, it's like, oh my god, it just looks unreal. And then if you want to get away from the music for any reason, let your eardrums, whatever, relax. Between bands, you can go take a dip in the water, man, and then get a beer, take it in the water, and or sit on the beach. There's a beach out there. You can sit there, whatever. Watch some of these crazy people doing triple flips, whatever, on the wakeboards and whatnot. So it's a really cool facility, and there's massive amounts of parking, and it's a perfect place for me to have host this festival. And I think going forward, I'm probably going to continue have it there. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, definitely. It sounds like it's gonna be great. I'm really excited.
Yeah, it'll be cool, man.
Yeah, man. Who are you excited about seeing out in Vegas for Psycho Fest?
Oh man, it's funny because even the Psycho Fest, there's bands that I've already seen that I still want to see. It's just been so long, right? I'm all about the Doom band, so I can't wait to go see Windhand again.
Mm-hmm.
Got to see Crowbar.
Right.
I mean, that's gonna be nuts.
I'm a huge
I don't.
fan of New Orleans sludge scene.
Oh,
With Crowbar.
man, believe me.
And it's just got a handful of those guys. I Hate God, Down, Exhorter, Crowbar. It's fucking that right up my alley. They sold me on that alone. So.
Oh, that Louisiana doom metal. Oh, unbelievable! Believe me, I've already got something in the works for 2022 where I'm going to get a bunch of Louisiana out here to Austin and just make a big old sludge fest. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, man.
But,
maybe we can link up and bring that same show down here to the desert, man.
Yeah, man. Well, I see. So the original idea I had for Ripple Fest too, by the way, was to take it on the road, because that was before it took 15 bands, and I just didn't know the logistics of that just yet.
Mm-hmm.
But moving forward, that's something I would like to do. To move it to different cities, not just so Ripple Fest Texas, then moves to a week later we do it in Arizona or whatever, something like that would be awesome. That's something that's in the brain, kind of spinning around up there. So who knows what'll happen.
That's a great idea.
Yeah,
I'm sure it takes all kinds of planning and logistics.
It's gonna take a lot more than just me. Right now, being a one-man operation, I'm gonna need a lot more help on that. But
if you ever need anything out here in the desert, man, Chris Beck is the dude to holler at with the Doom Tune podcast, and he's the one that sets up the Planet Mammoth entertainment and all that, dude. So
awesome. You know what? I've actually talked to him a few times via email. He seems like just a solid, awesome guy.
He is a great dude.
That's good. Awesome, awesome. But yeah, man, there's going to be a lot of really good bands. It's interesting. I'm hoping because I've gone to Psycho in the past where like there were so many bands I wanted to see that I just couldn't get to them all. And I'm thinking this year, the way it looks, like the bands I really want to see, because it's not. I will say that this lineup isn't as stacked for what I like as it has been in the past.
Yeah, there's a lot of black metal and stuff that I'm not super into.
Right. So I think I'm going to be able to get to see all the bands that I want to see. You know, like Hippie Death Cult, love those guys.
Mhm.
Definitely want to check them out. You know, of course, we got some of our Austin friends here playing out there. Lord Buffalo.
Is the Well?
They're really cool.
Is the Well on that bill?
They're not on Psycho, I don't think. I know they're on the Planet Mammoth. I don't think they're on Psycho.
Right on. Mothership is gonna be there. I went to the first one that they had out there at the Hard Rock Hotel, and watched Mothership tear it up out there by the pool, dude, and it was sick.
Yeah, that was. I think for everyone, if you do it right, everyone's first taste of whatever the first Psycho Las Vegas you go to, you know, if you go to the pre-party at that pool party, that's just like one of the most unique things ever. I remember discovering so many bands, and I saw like ASG out there, and like I think I even saw Howling Giant for the first time out by the pool, and I was like, oh my god!
That's the first time I saw Great Electric Quest, man. They blew me away.
Oh man, yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. So that's to be honest, that I tried to make Ripple Fest be like the pool party Texas style, where like you're sitting in a tube and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But you know, who knows? Maybe down the road, that's what I wanted. But we could even Ripple Fest, the ski ranch has those the lakes and everything. They realized like, man, can we sit out there? It's like we can't. They can't do that until like after 8 o'clock. They have those people skiing all day long, so you can't be on the lake until like after 8. But something moving forward, because I was like, well, how about we shut it down? That was pretty expensive, but because they make a lot of money. There's a lot of like, they've got like professional wakeboarders out there, man. It's pretty impressive. But maybe moving forward, maybe down the road, that might be something that maybe like the day before we do a big pool party like Vegas does.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Sick, dude.
Yeah, that'd be cool. So I'm looking forward to it. But you know what? I think the Planet Mammoth Festival, man, that's going to be a really good show.
Oh, dude, Chris has outdone himself, man. We got ASG on the bill. Duel is coming out here. The Well.
Duel. Yeah. A bunch of my Austin buddies. Oh, Greenbeard is one of my favorite Austin bands out here, you know.
Oh, yeah. Jeff is such a cool dude, man, from Greenbeard. I love that guy.
Yeah, like they're just good people, man. Buddy, the drummer, was actually my college roommate. Just potluck. Just met him. Just never knew, you know, just never met him before until first day of college. And then, you know, obviously we're like lifelong friends now. So just good people, man. Just good people. And then Henson from Duel actually recorded our album. When we had to go back into the studio and try to find a studio that was open, he took us in and he produced it and did a really good job with it.
That's the guy that created the Muppets, right?
Yeah, right. Everybody likes to say that. Jeff Henson.
Hey, I know. I had to get it.
I'm sure. Yeah, and I'm sure he loves that joke too because we mess with him all the time on that.
Yeah. Duel is a great band. I fucking love that band. That Fears of the Dead album, I got it on vinyl back there, and that's just a stellar album.
Stuff.
The new stuff they're putting out is killer too.
It is, and if you've seen them live, I don't know if have you seen them live?
Oh yeah, definitely.
God, they're just, man, they're good live.
Yeah,
they're
Damon
really
put us
live.
on a bill with them when we went on tour back in 2018, so we got to play with those guys, and I remember when he was jamming with Scorpion Child.
Yeah, back in the day, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's awesome. But they're so good live. They headlined my Lone Star Unleashed with the Well. Both of those guys co-headlined. It was awesome.
I really like how there's also some Texas bands down there that are signed to Heavy Psych Sounds like Warlung. And I like how the two labels are kind of intermingling, you know?
Yeah, well, I have to say that. So I had to reached out to Todd saying, hey, man, like Todd Severn from Ripple. I was like, look, there's some great bands down here. I know they're not on Ripple, but we have Warlung. I put Warlung on the pre-party the night before. Mm-hmm. And they're good buds. They're Houston buds, and they're super good. And Todd is all about that's why there's not a label I'm happy to be with right now because he is all about the family. He's like, look, absolutely, like I don't care what label or what. A good show is a good show, and whatever makes the scene grow helps everybody involved. And I love that mentality he has. He doesn't. There's no like ownership or like, nah, I don't want. They're not on Ripple. He just is all about the scene. And so there's been a lot of mixing of that. Like Hippie Death Cult's on Heavy Psych, right? And they're going to be coming through after Psycho, but they're going to be touring with Holy Dead Trio. That's a Heavy Psych and a Ripple band.
Those two labels really complement each other so well. And Heavy Psych is based out of Europe, right?
They are. I believe the guy is in Italy.
Mm-hmm. And
I think they're based out of Italy.
So now you guys got family over there, across the pond.
I know. As we say, it grows and grows, and I love it. It feels great.
So now with things opening up, what does it look like in the future for your band, man? Are you guys going to go on tour? Are you going to try to play any dates in Europe? How's that looking?
Well, that's actually the next plan. So with the album coming out October 15th is what the tentative date right now. That's what we know. You may have heard there's some serious vinyl shortage on the production lines.
Oh, I've heard all about it, man.
That's what we're hoping for. And we're going to play some shows, obviously, to promote that regionally for that. We know that next summer we're already going. We're in the process right now of late May, early June, putting together something in Europe. We're already booked on a festival over there in Scotland called Red Crust.
Awesome.
And so we know we've got that, and then we're going to basically try to plan around that. So, man, I'm so excited. Like we're just in awe right now. We're like, dude, we're booked in Scotland. How cool is that? Like this is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're just kind of letting it grow and kind of see. We're hoping obviously the album does well. And what's crazy is we already have another album written, but we haven't even released the first one. It's gonna be our debut album. But we didn't sit around. We couldn't play shows. We were locked up, and we just continued to write and write and write. And it as well as any musician who listens to this knows that when you have new stuff, it's like you don't even like your old stuff anymore. You're like, man, I can't wait to get this out. I can't wait to get this out.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
That's going to be a little while since we got to push the first album.
I think it's good to be one album ahead of yourself. We've been working on some stuff, and I told my guys I would like to have the whole shebang ready before we ever even say anything about it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I envy the bands that what is it, King Buffalo, who said they're going to release like 3 or 4 albums this year.
Wow.
That's just crazy, right? I mean, I'm like, I admire that they didn't, they didn't sit around. They wrote music and wrote music and wrote music, and that's kind of what we tried to do. And so we've got a lot of stuff in the works that we're sprinkling in our show, even though it's like we're like, this is a new song, but no one knows that because no one's even heard the old stuff. So
the Mountain versus the Quake is a great song, dude. It's got this killer fucking riff, man.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. Our guitar player, Rusty Miller, he is a beast. I mean, he writes some incredible stuff. He writes a lot of good riffs that just are heavy and have a good hook, and it makes me writing vocals for it very easy. He writes some really good stuff. So that's one of the reasons why we have so much material is because that guy, he's a machine. Like it just put a quarter in the machine, dude, a riff comes out. So it's pretty awesome.
Hell yeah. I've dealt with a similar situation because I was going in the studio and recording my follow-up little solo EP. When everything locked down. So I got a 5-song EP in the studio just waiting to get mixed. I've just been waiting on the guy to get a chance to get in there and mix it. I mean, this has been like an 8-month process already.
I know, man.
I know how
awesome
it is.
You're in there, but it sucks to wait. But I mean, like I said, we went into recording in February of 2020. We finished in October because for 5 months we didn't do anything. We couldn't get into a studio.
Who did you guys record with down there, by the way?
So the first place we recorded was Matador Studios, which unfortunately did not. I mean, he's that studio he's at didn't make it. He's the engineer. Tommy Munter is like he's in the process of trying to build like his own home studio right now. He's an incredible engineer. He did the Montaluna albums. Did a great job with those, and so that's why Phil Hook, our drummer, put us in contact with him. But when it all shut down and the studio the studio he was working out of didn't make it, we went to Jeff Henson from Duel at Red Nova Ranch and finished there. But actually, the version of the song that you're hearing that has been released, it's an incredible mix. We're not really calling it the demo mix, but it's not going to be the one that's on the album.
So it's like a single.
Did it great. Yeah, it's a straight single. That song is going to be on the album, but there's going to be a different mix. We got Carl Daniel Leiden, who's a freaking beast out of Sweden. He's mixed and engineered like some of my favorite bands, like Lowrider, Greenleaf, Domcraft.
Man, the new Greenleaf is so fucking good, man.
Like, you can listen to it over and over, and it never gets old. Yeah. Never.
That's a fucking stellar band, dude.
And I think that in that his mixes just sound like his mixes, and we sent some stuff to him. Like, hey man, I don't know, is it possible? He really dug the music. He was like, absolutely, work with us, got it done. And so we can't wait to get this album out because it's going to have his sound to it as well. It's incredibly well mixed. I mean, like, even we're like, holy crap, we wrote that. Like, it's awesome. You know, it's amazing what an engineer can do. You know,
no
can
doubt.
Make stuff sound really good.
And when working with somebody that can produce you also.
Oh, Jeff Henson. Oh my God, he came up with so many great ideas while we were in the studio. Like the vocal. Okay, when I go in, he got some of the best of vocal takes I could have ever asked for when I was in there with him. He's what I like. If you talk to anybody who's worked with him, they'll tell you the first thing they'll tell you, he's an asshole. But they'll say it in the best way possible. Like because he's not going to sugarcoat it. I'll do a take and he'll go, that was terrible.
You know what? When we played the show with them, when they came out here to Tempe, I had to tell them, hey, I fucking love Fears of the Dead album, but your new album doesn't sound that good. It doesn't sound as good as Fears of the Dead. It's got a different production sound to it. You know, I was telling Tom that, and then he called Jeff over. He's like, Jeff, you hear this guy? And I was like, dude, the Fears of the Dead album sounds great, but your new album, man, it's just, I don't know, it doesn't sound that well. Or it sounds great, but it just doesn't. The Fears of the Dead album's awesome, and I was kind of busting his balls about it.
Yeah. But yeah, exactly. See, that's good. Someone needs to take him down a peg every now and then. That's good because every musician that comes in the studio, he does it. But he's awesome with it. Like he tells you suck to like, you're like, okay, like, all right, well, all right, motherfucker, I'm going to show you what I can do, you know. And and so like it kind of gets you in that mode to get you going. And so he has some great ideas. I mean, he helped with a couple, like a lot of vocal melodies. Like he had some ideas that we worked together on that just came out really, really great. So he's a great producer. I would definitely record my vocals for sure with him again. He was great.
I got to be a fly on the wall with Holy Death Trio when they were recording at Scary American with Charles.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, I hear nothing but good things about that guy.
And their tracks sounds excellent, dude. And
it does.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He came out from Sonic Ranch out
right.
there in El Paso, and he was telling me he worked with all kinds of bands.
He's got some, but he's got some that's what I was gonna say. He's got some big albums he's done.
Mm-hmm. And the sound was great, man. His studio was badass. I think I might make the trip up there whenever we're ready to record another album and just do it with him.
Yeah, Scary American. So he's recording another band that I love out of here called Good Eye, who is just there's so many good bands in Austin right now, but Good Eye is probably one of my favorites, and you may not have heard of it. I don't think they have anything out yet.
I've heard the name. I don't think I've heard their music yet.
Yeah, they're going to be on the pre-party the night before and whatnot. I dig them, but they recorded there, and I've heard some of the stuff. That engineer is very, very good. The Scary American guy is really, really good. And hearing the Holy Dead Trio mix is awesome. It doesn't hurt that those guys are like phenomenal musicians as well, but it just sounds really, really good. The guy definitely does some good work.
Yeah, I just copped a blue splatter vinyl that they got, man. I got a pre.
Oh yeah, sweet.
How about you guys? Are you gonna have any variants for your vinyl?
We are. We got told that we will have 2 variants. Obviously, we'll have our black vinyl. I believe there's I don't remember what the colors were. They're kind of deciding what we're going to get, but there's going to be 2 splatter variants from what I understand.
Sick. That's
Yeah, it'll
awesome.
be
That's
awesome.
super exciting, man. I've always wanted to get something on vinyl. I was thinking about launching my own label this year, and
Awesome.
putting my stuff on vinyl, and then and then all this vinyl's pushed way back right now. So I think I'm
Yeah,
okay with
big
just
time.
doing digital.
Yeah, big time pushback. So I've never had anything pressed on vinyl, so I'm stoked. It's gonna be it's really exciting to have that, and like just also the artwork that we got done. We had I don't know when Ripple's gonna release it, but we got this artist based out of I think he's in Spain. Unbelievable stuff. Like I'm just like Blasco really knows. He knows. There's a reason why he is who he is.
Hmm.
He knows his shit,
How
and
is it working
he's
with Blasco?
he's awesome, man. Like basically because like the best thing I like about him is because we for the whole time this whole time I've basically been doing it myself, like kind of like managing the band, like hey guys, what do you think about this? I'm gonna get this artist, whatever. And then we're having to like decide and never decide. What I like about Blasco is I'll say this or this, and he'll just tell you this and tell you why. Like
Hmm.
this is the art you go with, and this is why you go with it. And it's like I can't argue with that. This guy knows his shit. So he's super knowledgeable. He knows what he's talking about, obviously. And I mean, there's not gonna be a lot of arguing going on from a guy who's been in the industry as long as he has.
Right.
So cause we had what we thought was the album art, very proud of it, right?
Hmm.
And I remember like even like he's like, it's good, but it's not. This is your debut album. Like you've got to really make a mark. You got to be remembered. I'm like, man, I like that he's talking about that. That makes me feel good, but it also sucks because that means we don't have the art ready yet.
Yeah.
But he just where he pushed us and the people he got us in contact with, because obviously the guy's got connections with the different artists, and I can't wait for people to see the art on the album. It's just phenomenal. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's going to be one of those albums like you're going to want to like open up and just there's art outside, inside. So cool. Can't wait.
That's super important. I admittedly, I wouldn't say I don't have an eye for that kind of stuff. I just feel like I don't really have time to fucking sit there and figure out what we want our look to be. I'd rather have somebody else just decide for us, man. I want to get somebody with a good eye for the artwork and just have them do it.
Absolutely, man, because there's so much that goes involved when you're trying to create. You're basically creating a brand.
Yeah.
Your name. Your name is a brand, and Blasco understands that. He realizes that, and he's like, he doesn't want you to be lumped into the same. Which that was big on us. Like, we don't people call us a stoner rock band, and I'm like, I don't even know if we are. But like, I think that we are stoner rock. There's gonna be songs on this album that are doom. There's gonna be songs that are psych rock. There's gonna be songs that are like grunge rock. Because really, let's be honest, stoner rock is all of those things.
Oh, stoner rock is just an umbrella for hard rock that's fucking heavily
It's hard rock.
70s influence, It's
it's
not
hard
mainstream rock and roll. Anything that's not
Exactly.
mainstream rock and roll, you could pretty much put under the umbrella of
Stoner rock.
Yeah.
Exactly. And he's big on that. He's like, because we had some cool art, and he'll be like, I like it, but it looks too much like this band. You don't want to be put in that group. Or I like it, but it's too much like that. Like, he knows. So he just has a lot of knowledge. So I've been loving learning from him. But what I like even more is that knowing that of course, he's putting his name on this album. He's going to make sure it's to his standards, and that makes us feel really good. That if he's approved of everything, then we're going to be in good shape. At least we hope we are.
Do you know if he's gonna make it down to Ripplefest?
He told me he's going to let me know probably by this coming week.
Nice.
I've asked him to host, so he would be the most appropriate host we could have for that festival. And I've got about 4 of his bands. I've got Grail from your neck of the woods.
Yeah, I just went and saw them Friday night. I went and watched Grail.
I saw they were playing some shows. How was it?
Man, those guys, they're impressive, dude. To be so young, I dig them. I seen them open for Mothership a while back, and then when I found out how old they were, I was like, whoa, because these guys are like still in high school, man.
That's what I heard. And see, I've had a conversation with Blasco about them, and to hear him talk about them, I was like, man, I got to see them. So I'm looking forward to having them. They're going to be the first band, so early, at like 1:00 or whatever. But I'm definitely going to be there, so I'm gonna check them out. But we got them. Obviously, they're a Blasco band. We got Holy Death Trio, and then us there. So I was like, come on, man, you got some of your boys there. Come on out. He's a extremely busy guy, putting together tours for like Clutch and High on Fire. And,
yeah, he manages High
and
on
of
Fire,
course,
right?
And Clutch. He manages both those bands.
Sick.
And Zach Sabbath, and of course he plays and Ozzy and Zach Sabbath and all those bands. So he's going to be busy himself, but he really wants to, so he's going to let me know. But I got a backup host as well, who's a guy from down here who did my Lone Star Unleashed show, who's awesome as well. So
And I'm sure
it's going to be run
there,
very
right?
smooth. Todd's going to be there. Yeah, Todd's already flying in, and we are going to be announcing soon. So who knows? Depending on when this airs, maybe we'll find out first here. But we're going to be giving doors, like stuff at the door. Like everyone's going to get until we run out, CDs, a compilation of one song from every band. There, we're going to have Ripple Fest posters and shirts, and I think he's bringing a shit ton of like Ripple shot glasses and all kinds of stuff down, man. It's gonna be a big party.
I'm so looking forward to it, man. I'm gonna be seeing so many people I haven't seen in a long time, and it's gonna be great.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's gonna be one big So the Lone Star Unleashed show I did was great because like everybody from Austin was like, "Oh my God, it's been so long, so good to see you." It was like a big just love fest. Like, everyone was like, "Oh my God, it was so good to see you." But this is gonna be that on a bigger scale.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're going to be seeing people that we haven't seen in a long time, and it's going to feel so good. So it's going to be awesome.
And it's also like a sort of a precursor to Psycho, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people at both shows,
I think so. From what I'm hearing, people are telling me that they're coming. I know they're also going to be at Psycho. So that's going to be cool. Like I said, it's a family, man. And the family grows at Ripple Fest. And then we'll just start. We're going to be at Psycho and probably run into all the same people. And it'll be awesome. It'll be like a bunch of new family members, man. That's what I love about it.
Well, I can't wait, Ryan. I want to thank you for being on the show, man. I'm really looking forward to hearing your guys' album. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys at Ripple Fest, man. That's cool that you're working with Blasco. I wasn't aware of that. You guys got a lot of cool shit going on, and I'm looking forward to watching it all play out.
Oh, man, I can't thank you enough for having me on, man. All you do for the scene and whatnot. Much love. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Ryan. Hey, I'll see you down there in August.
Sounds good, brother. See you then.
Have a good night, brother.
You too, bud. Bye.
Once again, I want to thank Ryan for being on the show. If you don't know about Ripple Fest, Texas, what are you living under a rock? This is going down at the ski ranch down in New Braunfels, Texas. It's going to be on the water. It's going to be a great show. There's going to be a lot of things to do. There's a lot of great bands. Mothership, Wino, Foster Mother, Witch Crier, Grail, High Desert Queen. I mean, just the list goes on and on, all packed into one solid day. And I'm going to be out there in full-fledged. So you guys see me there, man. Feel free to say what's up, Thank you guys for listening to the show. If you like the show, feel free to subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. That way we can keep this thing going. I love you guys. Have a good night.